What's up, folks? I'm Ed.
And I'm Ed.
And you're watching Talking with Myself.
Look at that shot, man. That looks beautiful.
I still say it was a catch. What up, peoples? Welcome to Talking with Myself. Today we talk NFL Playoffs, Super Wildcard Weekend. Oh, I love this time of year. Some football, playoff football, all to chase a Lombardi. The Lombardi Trophy. Okay, so let's just kick it off. Let's just get into it, right? So kicking off Saturday, the first game you're going to have is Cleveland and Houston. Man, this one's hard to pick because Cleveland, they've been battling throughout the year, and they're better than they should have been considering they were on, 4 quarterbacks? But Joe Flacco's been doing a pretty good job. C.J. Stroud, on the other hand, is, what a rookie year he's had. What was Houston before, right? And now look at him, hosting a playoff game in the wild card round. So I don't know who to pick because even though C.J. Stroud's had a great season, he's young. This is rookie season. So experience in the playoffs, it pays off.
He's a good quarterback, bro.
I'm going to expect a close game with Cleveland pulling it out in the end. We shall see. And then you have Miami at Kansas City in Ice Bowl 2. Oh my God. The weather, the wind chill is 30 degrees. I can talk. I must be cold right now. 30 degrees below zero wind chill. I mean, dude, I cannot sit out there for a football game like that. Sorry. But it's going to be a good game. Miami can't go to Geha, as we call it, Arrowhead Stadium, and win this game. This is Chiefs. Even though the Chiefs have not been themselves this year, and they're not where they used to be, they're still, going to be a challenging team to play, especially in this situation. So I take the Chiefs over the Dolphins. And then we got Pittsburgh at Buffalo on Sunday. Whew. Dude, I so can't believe T.J. Watt is out, man. That is bad for the Steelers, bro. The Steelers really shouldn't be here, and they don't have T.J. Watt. They have a great coach in Mike Tomlin, of course, and they have some pretty good players, but they still haven't really been where they should be this year. And then you got Buffalo, who, once they let go of their offensive coordinator, they had a pretty good season, a pretty good run. Yeah, Josh Allen, makes a lot of big plays with his legs, with his arm, and he's been a bit more disciplined lately. He's still prone for turnovers, but I don't think Pittsburgh has what it takes to go toe-to-toe with Buffalo, especially in Buffalo, also in the weather. But then again, Pittsburgh, they're used to bad weather too. I'm going to take Buffalo in that one.
Yeah, I'm with you on
The
that
next
one.
game that's on Sunday, the 3 o'clock slot, we're going to come back to that one. Okay, Sunday night, closing out Sunday. The Rams are in Detroit, the Stafford Bowl, right? Puka Nacua, that dude is the man. You would think it's Cooper Kupp. You would think, things like that. No, in this game, it's Puka Nacua. Detroit, they really should have beat Dallas. Let's just be honest. Dallas didn't play their usual home game that night. And even though Detroit didn't do much in the second and third quarters, or part of the fourth, when it came down to it, the Dallas defense allowed that drive all the way down the field in what should have been the game-securing touchdown, 2-point conversion, the whole thing. The penalty happened. Let's just be honest. That was Detroit's game. But it changed the landscape of the playoffs going forward. But L.A. and Detroit at Ford Field, been a long time since they hosted a playoff game there. I'm going to give the edge to Detroit, but I think L.A.'s going to be competitive. This should be a close game. And then Monday night,
agree with that,
Philadelphia and Tampa Bay. Can you believe it? The Eagles were 10-1 at this point, and I didn't think we had a chance at the division because I thought they were going to run away with it. And then down the stretch, when they started to falter, so did the Cowboys. So I thought, here we are not taking advantage of opportunities, but they kept squandering. They kept losing. 4 of the last 5, 5 of the last 6 down the stretch, whatever it was. And the Cowboys kind of got hot at the right time, won the division, 2nd seed, hosting a game on Sunday. So Philadelphia at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay with Shaky Baker Mayfield, who's had a much better season. I think he's matured a little bit, which really helps. Kind of like a lot of other players in the league. When they get their head straight and they focus on the game and what's important, they're much better. They're already an athlete. That's not the issue. So I think Mike Evans is going to have a big game. I don't think the Eagles are bad. I don't think they are. I think they're done. I'm taking Tampa on Monday night. That leaves the Cowboys hosting the Packers. Jordan Love, listen, Cowboys fans, do not overlook
the curse of
Jordan
the Packers.
Love. That dude has come along. He's also mature. He sat there behind Rodgers and all the drama before Rodgers left, and I don't know, expectations were like, right, about what's going to happen. But as the season went on, he got a lot better. He ended up being one of like at least the top 10 quarterbacks in the league. If you're a Cowboys fan, you know the Packers have broken our hearts twice. The Dez catch, that was a catch. The Aaron Rodgers sideline throw to keep the drive going and end up winning that game at AT&T. What a heartbreaker, man. So, yeah. The Cowboys got to watch out for these Packers. If you take them lightly and you don't put points on the board and move the chains and hold the ball, keep the Packers defense on the field, keep the offense on the sideline, Cowboys hold the ball, move the chains, put up some points, you can win this game. The Cowboys have one of the best chances right now to break the Packers.
The curse of the Packers.
And one of those reasons is the maturity I talked about. CeeDee Lamb. We knew he had the talent, but the first few seasons, he was a little immature, getting too much emotions and energy in the wrong places, and now he's focused. He's a #1 guy. He acts like it, performs like it, has the stats to back it up. So if Dak and the Cowboys
break the curse of the
show
Packers,
up the way we're used to them showing up at AT&T, they can win this game. Now, granted, the running game is the one thing I'm concerned about with the Cowboys because as great as Pollard was before, then they chased, they got rid of Zeke, whatever you want to call it. Pollard became the guy, right? The running game's not the same. Nothing against Pollard, but I think that's the only thing I'm worried about going forward. If you can't have a balanced offense, you can't just air it out all day long. I mean, it works to an extent. But at this point in the season, I don't think you can live that way. I am going to take the Cowboys in this game, just barely, because the Packers are going to come in and give them a fight. That's for sure. Now, what I want to close with about this football thing, it's so crazy. The ups and downs, the ebbs and flows, the emotions of football. You like the Detroit thing, right? You make this drive, this game-winning drive, and you're celebrating, high-fiving, and you're all excited. Hold on, flag on the play. And then just take your dreams and crush them. Like, what? When Dez had this catch at Lambeau, which I still say was a catch, and what a hell of an effort by Dez. You had the elation of making the big play you needed to make to win the game. And you're like all up about it. And then it's like, hold on, the play is under review. They can crush your dreams like that. And I was talking with Wayne at work today about this. Whenever you get to the point where you have the conference championships, right? You hear this story about the road to the Super Bowl, how they got here. They overcame, injuries. They overcame different situations in the locker room or with coaches or, all these things they did to triumph and overcome and reach the Super Bowl, right? So and then when you get past that, it's kind of the same scenario. You work hard all season, you get in the playoffs, and you do all you have to do to get that W, right? So when you do that and you win your conference championship, and you're like, yes, yeah, Super Bowl, baby, yeah. Okay, then you get there and you lose it. Oh, man, what a difference, But that's sports. That's the beauty of sports, I guess. It's the bittersweet beauty of sports. So this episode is called Bittersweet Beauty of Sports. This is Ed. This is talking with myself. It's time for Super Wildcard Weekend. Let's get it.